We'll call the Commissioners Court meeting to order. Is there any public comments? Any comments from anybody? Okay, if there are none, we'll move forward. Thank you all for coming this morning. It's a pretty day to get out and look around New Boston. Gorgeous day. Okay, Chris Lee. He's going to give us his yearly activity report, but I don't see him. Okay, move to the next item. Consider and take action to approve a memorandum of agreement between the Texarkana, Bowie County Family Health Center and Dr. Michael Holland. That has been provided to you. It's the same, as far as I can tell, as it has been in the past. The agreement's been worked out between the health unit and Dr. Holland. Any questions? Been signed by the city already. Anybody have any questions? I hear a motion to be approved.
I make a motion to approve a memorandum of agreement between Texarkana, Bowie County Family Health Center and Michael and Holland, MD.
Motion made by Commissioner Blackburn. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Stone. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passed. Next item is consider and take action to approve a resolution to resell properties acquired by the appraisal district. We've already tried to sell them one time, and they didn't bring the minimum bid, so they're asking just to sell them this time. We've got a list of those. Everybody's seen that list. Any questions?
There was one that didn't have an address. I was kind of curious where it was. Let's see if I can find it. It was a legal description. I had no idea. It's 2.19 acres and the Jarrett James survey. Does anybody know where that is?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
No, you have no idea.
Any questions from the audience or anybody? Okay, do I hear a motion we approve these for resale?
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Stone, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Carter. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passed. The next item is to consider and take action to approve a bond for the DA, Jerry Rochelle, amount of $75,000. Any questions?
I'll make a motion we approve the bond for Jerry Rochelle, DA.
Motion made by Commissioner Carter. Is there a second?
Thanks.
Second by Commissioner Whitten. All in favor of approving the bond, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Hearing none, the motion passed. Next item is to approve county representative to the Architects Council of Governments. Judge Lacey was the representative, prior representative. I'll be happy to serve if you want me to. If somebody else wants it, they can have it too.
I make a motion that we appoint Judge Carter to represent.
No, thank you so much.
I'll second that.
Get that out there before somebody wants me to do it.
Motion made by Commissioner Carter, second by Commissioner Stone. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passed. next item is consider and take action to receive and accept rollback refund checks from Linda Patterson in Precinct 3.
Those were turned in to Donna, and I think her policy was to bring to court, have them approved. And I make the motion to accept tax rollback refund check from Linda Patterson. I think it's 2 of them, wasn't it, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passed, and we're $2.62 better off. Thank you, Glenda. The next item is agenda item number 9, consider and take action to approve budget amendments, line item transfers.
I don't have any line item transfers, but in the financial statements that I presented to all of y'all Friday, there was in each of the commissioners where we paid our first quarter of our insurance on autos and liability and building. I incorrectly put the account number and gave that to Angie, but she's going to get that corrected. It made your miscellaneous line item look like it was over budget. That will get corrected. Other than that, I don't have any. No.
Okay. Has everybody got their copy of their bills, accounts payable? Everybody got a chance to go over it? Any questions?
You good with it?
Is that
Make a
meeting?
motion, we pay the bills.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Carter to pay the bills as presented. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Stone. All in favor say aye. Is there any opposed? Hearing none, motion passed. We'll let the customer go out, take his phone call. I did leave mine in the office this morning, so I'm going to do the same thing. Do you have any report on 82 for us this morning, John?
On 82, nothing in particular. I could, just a kind of brief synopsis. The contractor kind of began concrete paving operations in December, and of course we had to go through all the holidays. One of the things that holds the contractor up, during this time of the year is cold weather. We have temperature restrictions and when you can place concrete paving, you have to protect it from freezing and other things. So I see the progress being kind of somewhat sporadic over the next month or so, especially as we go into February. Hopefully, the contractor, will continue with his concrete paving, turn right around, pave, the north side of the road and be done.
That's our goal.
We want to be done with this project as soon as possible.
Every time I go by there and they're not pouring concrete, I'm thinking, man, we're paying interest on $35 million. They ought to be working today.
What's the date to be finished? Kind of let everybody know.
The last schedule that I got from the contractor, it showed kind of the beginning of August. To be totally.
So that's the 10th of the 1st.
That'd be, on their CPM schedule that shows all their work activities and everything, they actually showed like a January 31st or July 31st date. But there's some steps we have to go through to, like go through a punch list and, correct all the things that we point out that need to be fixed, like if you're building a house. So, there's a week or two or however long it takes to fix that punch list after that period. So August is, hopefully we can have, everything done, before school would start back up.
All right, any questions of our engineer this morning? Guess not.
There is penalties built in there.
Yes, we have for in our contract, when we developed the contract, we did set up a milestone penalty to try to help cover kind of paying this interest on these bonds on a project that's not finished yet when we thought it would be finished. We also have some penalties for stringing the job or taking longer, kind of from an engineering inspection standpoint, because we've got to be out there watching what the contractor does on a daily basis. So we have some on-site inspection that we have to take care of. So there are penalties on the contractor on both ends to help compensate for those two items, the increased engineering inspection as well as covering the interest on the bond payment.
Any questions for John? Anybody have any?
Your Honor, before you get to the end of your docket, I don't know if on number 3, we took no action because Mr. Constable Lee isn't here, but if the court would like to take action without him being present, you can. His report is on file with the clerk's office or filed with the documents for this agenda item. It's just whatever the court's preference is. I was just going to point that out. I don't know if he's under a time limit or if he got called away to something this morning.
And we do have an hourly printout, in our packet here covering what he has done.
Well, yeah, so it's just a matter of what the court's preference. I just didn't, Chris is always real good about coming to court, so I suspect he may have gotten sidetracked. So I just didn't know if the court wanted to put that off for the next time. Just my thought.
Now, since you already have it,
I'll make a motion that we approve Constable Lee's annual report.
got a motion was made to accept the yearly activity report from Constable Chris Lee. Made by Commissioner Carter, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Whitten. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passed. So Robbie, we just wait on you now?
Well, yes, sir, I guess so. I thought we all had to do was get it to the court. I've been sending mine in quarterly,
Okay.
but I haven't made a personal. I just send it in and let y'all look at
Just
it.
give us a total and you see how easy it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, through it. All right. We have any amendments to the minutes?
Judge, I move we approve the minutes as an order of the court.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Whitten,
Second.
second by Commissioner Stone to approve the minutes of the previous meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passed. Any other item we need to deal with this morning? Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Commissioner Stone, second by Commissioner Carter. All in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. Hearing none, the motion passed. Thank y'all for coming.